According to the Princeton Neuroscience Institute, visual clutter competes for your attention and makes it harder for your brain to focus. One messy surface can become mental noise. But you didn't wait until the house fell apart. You walked into the kitchen, saw the cup in the sink, picked it up, washed it, and put it away before it became a pile. And here's what people miss. You are not obsessed. You are not showing off. You are not cleaning because you love cleaning. You are answering a signal before it gets loud. Most people think a clean home is about discipline. They imagine some perfect person waking up with superhuman willpower, smiling at a sponge, excited to wipe counters. But that is not what is happening. A clean home is often not a personality trait. It is a nervous system strategy. Over the next 10 minutes, you will understand why some people keep their space clean almost automatically, why mess feels heavier to certain minds, and why this habit may have less to do with cleaning than with self-respect. And if this already feels a little too familiar, stay here with me. Not because I need you to subscribe, but because there is a quiet part of you that knows your room has been trying to talk to you for a long time. But the real question is this: when did your home stop feeling like a place that holds you and start feeling like one more thing asking for something? You weren't always like this. There was a time you were the one who let things slide, stepped over the same shoes, ignored the same plate, pushed the same papers to the side. You were the tired one, the busy one, the person who said, "I will handle it later." Then later kept growing. The chair became a second closet. The sink became a reminder. The floor became a map of everything you did not have the energy to finish. You would come home, drop your keys, look around, and feel your shoulders tighten before you even took off your jacket. And the strange part is that nobody else had to say anything. The room said it for them. It looked at you quietly and said, "You are behind." Maybe that is why the first time you cleaned before it got bad, something shifted. You wiped the counter after eating. You folded the blanket before leaving the room. You put the shoes back where they belonged. Nothing dramatic happened, no one clapped, but the room got calmer. And one day, you didn't pick up the phone. You didn't order your life around everyone else's emergency. You cleaned one small thing instead. And the world didn't end. It got quieter. Zeigarnik, a psychologist who studied memory, became known for what people call the Zeigarnik effect. Simple version, your brain holds on to unfinished tasks. It keeps them open like tabs in the background. So when your space is full of unfinished objects, your mind keeps getting tiny reminders it never asked for. That plate is not just a plate. That laundry is not just laundry. That unopened envelope is not just paper. To your brain, they are open loops. So what happens when you become the kind of person who closes them early? You see a cup on the table after dinner and you move it before sitting down. Someone else says, "Relax, it is just one cup." You tell yourself, maybe they are right. Maybe you are being too much. But actually, you are not reacting to the cup. You are reacting to what the cup becomes when you ignore it. The cost is that you may struggle to rest while anything is out of place. Even a small mess can feel like a conversation you did not agree to have. You walk into your bedroom and make the bed without thinking. Not perfectly, not like a hotel, just enough that the room looks like someone is taking care of it. You tell yourself it is a small habit, but actually, it is evidence. It tells your brain, "I am someone who follows through on small things." The cost is that small things start to matter more than other people understand. They may laugh at it, they may call it unnecessary, and you may not know how to explain that the made bed is not for the room. It is for the person who has to walk back into it. You open the fridge and throw away the old container before it turns into a science project. You wipe the shelf. you close the door. You tell yourself you were just being practical, but actually, you are protecting tomorrow's energy. You are refusing to let small neglect collect interest. Stop. Before we go further, everything you've heard so far isn't a compliment in pretty packaging. These are real adaptations of your psyche. They help you function. They help you breathe. But they can also make you feel responsible for every room you enter, because the cost is real. When you become good at spotting disorder, you also become bad at ignoring it. You visit someone else's home and notice the dishes, the dust, the bags by the door. You do not judge them. You do not want to care. But your eyes keep landing on unfinished things. You tell yourself, this is not my space. But actually, your nervous system does not always know that. The cost is that peace becomes conditional. You may need order before you can relax. You may need quiet before you can think. You may need the room to settle before you do. Then there is the moment after a normal workday. You come home tired, but instead of collapsing, you reset the kitchen. You rinse the sink. You put the towel straight. You turn off the light and look back once. You tell yourself it is just a routine, but actually, it is a boundary. You are telling the day, you do not get to follow me everywhere. The cost is that people may mistake your order for control. They may think you are rigid. They may not see that you are not trying to control the world. You are trying to create one small place where the world does not control you. But here is where it gets more complicated. What if the same habit that calms you can also become the thing that traps you? But here's where it gets complicated. A clean home can support you, but it cannot save you from everything. It can lower the noise, but it cannot fix the conversation you are avoiding. It can make the room feel lighter, but it cannot make your life honest by itself. Some people clean because they are caring for themselves. Some people clean because they are scared to stop moving. And from the outside, both can look exactly the same. You wipe the counter again, but the counter is already clean. You rearrange the shelf, but the shelf was not the problem. You fold the same blanket because sitting still would make you feel what you have been outrunning. That is the line nobody talks about. Order is support. Control is fear wearing clean clothes. That is the sentence to remember. Because the goal is not to become someone who panics when a sock is on the floor. The goal is to become someone whose space helps them return to themselves. A clean home should not be a courtroom where you are always on trial. It should be a room where your mind can finally put the bags down. This isn't only for people who love routines. It is for anyone who feels their mood change when the room changes. It is for anyone who has ever looked at a messy kitchen and felt strangely defeated. It is for anyone who has ever cleaned one corner and suddenly felt like they could answer one email, take one shower, make one decision. Your space is not your whole life, but it is the first place your life speaks back to you. And here is what nobody tells you. Sometimes the smallest room reset is not about the room at all. If you're watching this and wondering if something's wrong with you, hear me. You are not uptight. You are not shallow. You are not pretending to be better than anyone. You are someone who learned that your surroundings affect your mind, and you decided to stop living inside constant friction. There is proof behind this. A study published in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that people who described their homes as cluttered or full of unfinished projects showed higher cortisol patterns linked with stress, while people who described their homes as restful had better recovery. Simple meaning, your home is not just sitting there, it is participating in your nervous system. So, if your sink is clear, if your bed is made, if your table has space on it, that is not a small thing. That is you removing friction before it takes your focus. That is you building a room that does not argue with you the moment you walk in. And if your space is messy right now, this is not a verdict, it is information. Start with the thing closest to you: the cup, the shirt, the wrapper, the one surface you keep avoiding. Not to become perfect, not to impress anyone, just to show your brain one clean signal. I live here, and I am allowed to take care of what holds me. If your home got simpler but calmer, you're not doing this wrong. You're doing it right. If your habits look boring from the outside but give you peace on the inside, keep them. If people do not understand why one clear counter can change your mood, they do not have to. You are the one who has to live in your mind. Clear the surface. If this gave you the permission you didn't know you needed, press the button below whose name I will not even say. You know which one. And write one word in the comments. What does your room feel like right now?